Hello, and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back for another episode of Forza Horizon 3. Now, in this episode, we're going to be doing a follow-up to the Jeep rock crawling build that I did a couple days ago, where a lot of people requested the FJ40. Now, the FJ40 I haven't touched at all yet. So, it's going to be a really fun build to do, actually. It's going to be a really interesting build to do. It's going to be a really fun build to do. And I'm excited to actually get it dialed in as far as seeing how close we can get it to a rock crawler. Now, it's a very different setup than the Jeep. Now, the Jeep was modern coil spring suspension. This is primitive leaf springs front and rear. Leaf springs, actually spring under axle, so you're going to have a lot less flexibility with spring under axle, but it just depends on, ooh, I like this. I like that, but I also like this. I'm going to go with that, because that looks badass. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got a roof rack. We've got a roof rack without the tire. We've got with the tire, but with a wing. And then we've got, like, none of that. So I'm going to go with the roof rack and the tire. Side skirts, we've got, oh, okay, mud flaps. I don't know if we need them. I'm going to go with them because they just look kind of cool. And for the hood, yes, we've got a snorkel. Okay, so we're outfitted to go into the bush now. Engine options, we've got, let's see, 3-liter inline 6, 6.2 V8. Oh my god, the Viper V10. No way, the 6.5-liter V12. Good god. Okay, I'm going to leave the factory engine because I'm not really too concerned about it, actually. Maybe we can just, honestly, we just build out the naturally aspirated platform a little bit. Not going to swap it to rear-wheel drive. We might do something like a drift build way later on down the line, but crap, hold on. I need to go back and do tire compound. Off-road race. Max width on the front and max width on the rear. 245s, all four corners. For wheels, I may leave them factory, actually. I think leaving the wheels factory is going to help out a lot. As far as, like, well, not really help out a lot, but it'll just kind of give it that, you know, kind of OEM plus kind of, you know, kind of look to it. We'll do rally springs and dampers just because, so we can have the adjustability. And if it doesn't have any sway bars, I'm not going to put any on. Weight reduction, we're going to take all the weight out. And engine, we're just going to build it out a little bit, give it a little bit more power. And like do a balanced across the board kind of build. We're 158 with 246 foot-pounds of torque. I think maybe 200 horsepower, and that should put us around the 300-plus foot-pounds of torque range. That's, yeah, almost 300 foot-pounds of torque. We're at, well, 323 foot-pounds of torque and 265 horsepower. Almost fully built out, so we may as well fully build it. And that puts us at a, as far as flywheel goes, I actually don't want it to rev as quickly. So I'm going to leave the stock flywheel. And we're running 282 horsepower and 344 foot-pounds of torque. So it's healthy. It's a healthy amount, and I feel like it's going to work for what we've got here. So I'm going to go ahead and check out. Yes, purchase please. Purchase please. And then we're going to go ahead and take it to the tuning shop, get it all dialed in for off-roady things, and then we're going to take it out and see how it does on the rocks. And we may have to go across some sand to get there, too. Tire pressure, we're going to put that all the way down to 15 so we can have all of the tire footprint on the ground. Oh, crap. Apply it. We need a race gearbox. I completely forgot about the race gearbox. We need it so we can adjust our ratios. How did I completely forget about the driveline? It seems weird for me to forget about something like that. And we need the diffs, so need the race diffs so we can lock it all the time. Because lockers, yo. Because off-road, yo. Because I'm trying to play Forza Horizon 3 like it's spin tires, yo. But anyways, back to tuning. So, let's see. We are going to go final drive. We're going to max out the final drive at a 610 gear. And then max out first gear at 6.0. So, that's going to be crazy. Anti-roll bars. We're going to leave it at factory because we can't really do anything with them. Ride height maxed. Springs are going to be all the way soft. All the way soft. Dampening, we're going to go full soft. And then bump, we're going to go full soft. We're going to just make everything full soft. If we need to change some of this later, we can. Diff, front is going to be full lock. And rear is going to be full lock as well. So basically, both front and rear are welded. And we're going to give, maybe 55%. Well, I don't know, actually. Let's leave it at 50-50. Let's leave it at a 50-50 balance. And go ahead and leave the garage. See what happens. And see how it actually does on the rocks. And then, where are we at right now? We're at, oh, God, we're down in Byron Bay. Yeah, there's not going to be much rock crawling down there. Yeah, let's just fast travel straight to the Ormiston Gorge. Literally, I feel like that's the epitome of, as far as off-roading in Horizon 3, that's the epitome of just going to be like, I'm just going to cut to the chase and go straight to the Ormiston Gorge. Although there are other off-road spots around the world, though, and I will show you guys those later on as we go, because I know I've been doing a lot of, like, multiplayer racing and stuff like that with Jeep Guy lately, but we're also going to be doing some multiplayer off-roading quite soon, which is going to be a lot of fun, I think.
There's a driver who's got a bit of a following.
Yes, we'll talk to you about them later. All right, so let's attempt our first climb. Gonna have to straighten ourselves out a little bit. Oh, well, it actually, I mean, it flopped on its side, but come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, God. Seems like we may have to attempt this with a little more speed. I don't know if it's going to want to do it the first time. It climbed up on it, but I don't think it was going to climb the rest of it. Well, it may. Oh, it's freaking out. Hold on. It's freaking out like mad. Yeah, it was freaking out. Hold on. We got to try this again. It doesn't have, yeah, it doesn't have the ground clearance. It doesn't have the ground clearance that the Jeep had, and so it's having a lot of trouble actually climbing up stuff because it just gets high-centered so easily. I feel like the Willys Jeep is going to have that same issue. And it seems to like to fall off stuff really quickly, too. It's like, I don't know, when we did the JK was very, maybe it's because its tires were wider, I'm not sure, but when we did the JK, it was really, really easy to get, oh, wait, I'll try that. It was really, really easy to get it to climb up things. This, I think it's because the wheelbase is shorter and it just gets high-centered so much easier. I mean, if we could lift it more than it already is, that might help a lot, but we can't really lift it that much more, so yeah, it's not really that cooperative. Oh. And see, that's about max flex, and we're already very tripoded, so it's not anywhere near as flexible in the suspension as the JK was. Not even close to it. I'm not sure what we're going to do to remedy that. I don't know if there is anything we can do to remedy that. I feel like we should probably just try to crawl up whatever we can crawl up. And if we can, okay, let's see what we can do with this here. Okay, so we managed to crawl up that. At least halfway, and then it kind of fell back off. But I feel like we can probably get it up on top of it. Probably get it up there. Let's see. Oh, reverse. We got it kind of halfway. It's not quite, like, that rock isn't quite wide enough, and we don't really have quite enough room to support our, the size of our FJ. So at this point, we find some more rocks. Those might work. Just rolls right out onto them. Now, see, this is where you can actually see the suspension working, and it does work. It works very well. It's just, like I said, not quite as good at what it aspires to do as the JK was. Just ever so easily crawling down. Nope, see, the front overhang is like, there's too much front overhang with the tire size that we have. So when you're coming off of an obstacle with any kind of an actual drop to it, it just hits the front end instead of actually hitting the tires, which is what you want it to hit, really. We can do some crawling here. And I would say the differential split actually works. Like, it's not... It's not bad. I like the 50-50. It locks up really nice, and it just seems to kind of do what it was meant to do, really. It just doesn't really... It doesn't quite spin as much as the Jeep did, but it's good. It's got more traction, I feel, than the Jeep did. The only problem is the overhang with where the front, like, look where the shackles are. They're way out there in the front, and I feel like it's going to hit the shackles long before it even hits the tires. So in order to make this as effective as the Jeep was, it would need to be a lot more, it would need to be higher, and it would need to have bigger tires. But with that being said, it's not a bad build. I still like it, but I feel like it would need to have a couple more things before I could really consider it a rock crawler like the JK was. But if you guys did enjoy this video and this build, don't forget to hit the like button. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure you subscribe for daily uploads. We do either 2 to 3 videos every single day right here on the channel. And again, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.